Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Today we got Bleach on deck, man. Bleach, Season 3, Episode 45, guys. Let's take a quick second to talk about what happened last episode. So last episode, guys, we had Urui fight the squad captain, the captain of Squad 12, if I can speak English today. But dude is like a mechanical, I don't even know how, would you describe him as? Because he turned into like green paste or green, like, I don't know, liquid. So I don't know. Would you call him a robot? Would you call him like, I don't even know. Mad scientist, I guess would be the best word. But he fought him. He released his Bonkai, the first Bonkai we've seen in Bleach so far. And it didn't work. Uryu, sorry. Somebody told me I was pronouncing it wrong because I think they kept saying I was saying Uryu or Urui, I think is how I was saying it. But it should be Uryu. So I think I got that right. If I got that wrong, somebody's got to let me know so that I stop messing up. But I think it's Uryu. So Uryu fought him and used his Quincy power where he took off the glove because the glove essentially, right, like releases a bunch of like, I don't know what they called it, like spiritual pressure, spiritual energy or something like that. And he absorbs all this stuff around him or all the mana or whatever you want to call it around him. And it allows him, I said mana, I think that's from Black Clover. But he basically like absorbs it all, and then he was able to release like one super powerful attack, and he just basically split the guy's Bonkai down the middle and hit him and basically won the fight. Like, I had no idea that Uryu had that ability in him and that power behind him, dude. So that is crazy to think that he had that up his sleeve the entire time. But now we are down bad because he is severely injured. I'm pretty sure that they said he's going to lose his Quincy powers because he used this ability, and now he's about to run into, I think, another captain because he got to the top of the stairs. And then, of course, there was a captain sitting there waiting for him. So I sure in hell hope that this does not lead to Uryu dying because that would piss me off, dude. So hopefully we're going to get an update on what is going on with that situation. Hopefully Uryu ends up being fine. And then we get an update with what is going on with Ichigo because it's been a couple episodes since we've checked in with Ichigo and seen how his training is for him to unleash his Bonkai. And I'm excited to see that, dude, because I'll bet you that shit's going to be strong as hell, man. So, with all that being said, guys, recap's done. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Join us here, man. We'd love to have you guys be a part of what we are doing here. And then also, guys, join us over on Patreon. Links down in the description below. If you're with us on Patreon, shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate the hell out of y'all. And let's get into this, man. Let's go. Right where we left off, where he's climbing up the stairs. And there's our captain. All right, let's see what happens. He kind of looks like Gojo. Like he's got that Gojo look to him with the blindfold and stuff.
I'm sorry, but for the sake of peace, I must terminate you. Cry, Suzumushi. Forgive me, Ryoka, but these senseless battles have to come to an end.
Advancing from
Was that like a
Shikai
flash
to
step or
Bonkai
something?
typically requires well over 10 years of training, even for those with exceptional talent. However, you must achieve the Bonkai in a time span of only 3 days.
What the hell is that?
What's with the weird-looking cutout?
It's Tenchin Tai, an important spiritual tool used by the Stealth Force. It's specifically designed to draw out the Zanpak Toe and manifest its true form.
Huh? I don't get what you're saying. How's that supposed to help me complete my Bonkai training?
The Shikai must establish a dialogue and a harmony with the Zanpak Toe. In other words, instead of us physically entering the world of the Zanpak Toe, manifestation refers to summoning the Zanpak Toe into our world. Normally, it requires several years of training to do this.
Because every time he's
But you,
seen his
even though
Zanpak
it
Toe, he
ended in
went
a draw,
into his
you
world.
fought on equal footing with Kenpachi Zoraki. In other words, we can bring the Zanpak Toe into this world. However, with this method, the manifestation is limited to 3 days. During that time, you must defeat the manifested Zangetsu and force him into submission. If you're unable to do that,
Bro said,
don't have to go
bet,
into
I want
the
all the
details.
smoke, man. Bring them out,
If
bring
you're
them
saying
out,
there's
bring
no
them
other
out,
way it can
baby.
be done, then I've got to do it.
That's why I love Ichigo, bro. There he is.
It seems that you've recovered quite nicely, Ichigo.
What the heck did he just do?
Somewhere
Brought
amongst
up a
these
bunch of
swords,
swords?
there is one that is the true me. That is the only one that can defeat me. The others are useless. If you wish to force me into submission, you'll have to find a way to locate it before I can kill you. And then, try to defeat me if you can.
Game on. Yoruichi's just like, guess we'll see what happens. This is crazy, dude. Who would have thought we were gonna see Ichigo fight his fucking, what am I? Why am I missing the word? His
Greetings,
sword?
everyone, and welcome.
Zangetsu?
It is I, Squad 4, third seat, Yasuchika Iamura. As if that wasn't bad enough,
What is this?
yesterday
He's just
evening,
writing
the
a,
captains
like,
for
little
Squad 8 and 13 requested to have a
autobiography or
Ryoka
something?
admitted. As a result, the entire squad has been forced to implement the triple shift emergency protocol. Things have gotten out of hand. The squad's already stretched thin, and on top
Chad's
of that,
alive.
being asked to admit a Ryoka, it's just incomprehensible. Really, enough is enough. What is it, nurse?
We just received a request from Captain Tosin of Squad 9. He would like us to admit a Ryoka for treatment.
Who's the captain of Squad 9?
And, sorry, but you were thinking out loud again.
So everybody heard his thoughts.
Well, of course, it goes without saying that I have nothing but
He just
the utmost
continues.
respect for Captain Kyoraku.
In light of all this evidence, that he had no choice and was held
Who's the
against
Ryoka
his
that
will
he's
by the
submitting?
Ryoka,
Is
that
it
he was
Urui?
so physically
Uryu?
and mentally
Sorry, not Urui.
brutalized by those Ryoka, so brainwashed that he had no choice but to obey.
Hanataro, what is it?
I'm beginning to wonder if everything that I did was a mistake. If after all this, I just ended up creating more trouble for Rukia instead.
I don't know.
Huh?
No one does. But I believe you listened to your heart and acted on what your true feelings told you. I wish I could be that strong.
Lieutenant.
We'll have to trust Captain Unohana. It's in her hands now.
Time to go, Sabimaru.
Bro just broke himself out like that. Why didn't he do that earlier then? I mean, I guess he was recovering. But still. Man, bro's going through it.
Who's there? My, this is just
What's
awful.
his name?
I almost can't bear to look.
The Orochimaru type guy.
Captain Ichimaru, you look so haggard. You poor thing. Would you like me to help you? Would you, Izuru?
Man, there's swords everywhere. I didn't know there was that. It was like spread out like that, bro.
stand up,
Dude,
Ichigo.
my freaking lower back is killing me.
3 days. You don't have time to lie around feeling sorry for yourself.
If he hasn't the strength to stand on his own, then I'll just grab his scrawny neck and drag him to his feet.
Damn.
Surprise!
So get your scrawny ass over here, bitch.
Surprised? I never would have guessed in a million years that Lieutenant Kusajishi would pick me up like that. You may not believe this, but I, Makizo Aramaki, couldn't be happier.
I hate to break it to you, but I didn't really care about you. Hey, Maki, what's that you got under your arm? That spiritual pressure. A Ryoka?
No, well, you see, it's like this. I was just, well...
It's a Ryoka.
You see, it was kind of like, well, you see, what happened was there was this situation.
Well, you see,
Situation?
what was the well,
tell me
what
about
happened?
it.
Well, it was kind of like, well, you see, I was just kind of minding my own business when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this girl just squirted out.
She squirted out?
Yeah, she did this weird bubbly thing.
Bubbly thing.
That's right, bubbly. So I said to myself, I said, I'd better snatch her up and bring her to you right away.
She is so gorgeous.
Oh, it's these two.
You think Ichigo's still alive or what?
I hope he's still alive. He must be. I'm sure that he is.
Orihime.
He's alive, all right. In fact, I'm certain of it. He's alive and he's getting stronger even as we speak. As a matter of fact, I'm going to help you out. I get the feeling that if I stick with you, I'll see Ichigo again soon.
That's why I said, dude, Kenny's my favorite squad captain so far, man. He said, I'm gonna help you out, bro. Uryu's alive.
Am I still alive? How did...
So you're awake.
Oh, dude. I was like, that voice sounds way too familiar,
Where'd
man.
you come from? Are you a burglar?
Yeah, right. Why would anyone try to steal from an injured man in prison? It's me, you idiot.
Huh? Ganju, is that really... I don't believe it. You're still alive. You didn't look so strong, so I thought maybe you had...
I hear what you're saying.
Damn, bro.
I was thinking the exact same thing about you.
Sato.
Chad.
I overheard a couple of the guards talking outside the cell today. Apparently, a captain was assassinated within the Seirite. They don't know who did it.
Really?
Since we're intruders here, that would obviously make us prime suspects in the case.
They're keeping us alive so they can question us later.
That sounds about right. If only these things didn't seal off my spiritual pressure. I could use my Seppa and we could bust out of this place with no problem at all.
I see. They seal in the spiritual pressure.
Exposure to such a strong flame will burn you. And even though removing the glove will allow you to temporarily gain enormous power, when that fades away, you will lose your Quincy powers completely.
Even though we survived, we're stuck in this prison with our spiritual
Is he thinking that maybe he's kept his spiritual energy and stuff because of that?
But there's
So he did
still
not
one
lose his
thing we
ability
can
to
count
be
on.
a Quincy?
If they kept us alive, then the others are probably alive. So there's a chance they might still be out there somewhere.
However, considering the fact that they were able to capture us, they've probably got Orihime as well. She's not much of a fighter. I say we wait for Ichigo.
Gonna wait it out. If Ichigo can beat Zangetsu.
Sword number 18.
There's got to be like some sort of like spiritual pressure. You have to be able to feel something.
After all I've been through,
I don't think
this
that's
time, I know this has got to be the real one. Yeah.
False.
Too weak.
Oh.
As I told you before, you must look beyond the metal. Each of these swords represents a piece of your heart.
Zangetsu just reminds me of Batman from the old comics or from the old cartoons, bro. When he's standing there and his
move
cape's
on to
just
the
like
next one.
wavering.
You haven't the time to be crawling around.
Or waving, not wavering.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Oh, that animation of Ichigo right there was actually pretty sick. Are these the letters that Aizen wrote to her? What's that supposed to mean? Is that supposed to signify something? Okay. Well, kind of a cliffhanger there. I'm not sure what that was supposed to mean. Like, she looked at the letters and then she put them in her like vest or jacket, and that's got to mean something, dude. It's got to be like something that leads into next episode. Maybe she's got a plan to escape. Oh, Renji escaped. I forgot. We never even talked about that, dude. Renji got out of jail. He just busted out and I guess now he's going out to save Rukia, would be my guess, because it did show scenes. He flashed through scenes of like him with Rukia. So I'm wondering if he's headed to do that, or is he headed to help Ichigo fight? You know, so we got Renji out. We got her, that's got to mean something for the next episode. We got Kenny, who wants to help Orihime find Ichigo. Like, holy crap, dude. It just feels like things are just all over the place, dude. It is chaotic right now. That's the word I would use. It's very chaotic. So, man, just there's so much going on, bro. Now we got Chad, Gonju, and Uryu all locked up together. Chad makes a very valid point, man. I think you wait for Ichigo. That's what I would probably do in that situation instead of worrying about trying to bust out. Like, I think Ichigo would never leave them behind. So he's definitely got to. You know what else I actually was thinking about too? Don't they have a certain limited amount of time before they've got to get out of the Soul Society? Isn't that what they said when they first went in? And they only have like a certain amount of time, like 3 days or something like that, to get in and out. Otherwise, they're stuck there forever. Something like that. I swear it was. But yeah, things are chaotic. Chaotic is the word of the day for me as far as Bleach goes. So, but I appreciate y'all for watching, man. We'll catch you guys in the next episode of Bleach, man. Deuces.